a flyweight matchup between Demetrious Johnson and Brandon Moreno. All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next. When the guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So
in
this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. More than 5 years apart. Some differences in height and reach. And now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne. Now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 20 wins, 6 losses, and 2 draws. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Brandon, the Assassin Baby Moreno! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 30 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Parkland, Washington, USA, Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson!
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
Ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1. The tension is palpable. On one side, we've got one of the more well-rounded fighters in this division taking on a true submission specialist.
Yeah, he's taking on a true submission specialist. And when you talk about submission specialists, nobody matches up to this guy. He is that good at getting you to the ground and choking you up. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Just misses with the jab. I mean, can you imagine having a reach advantage like this? What a luxury!
It's a luxury. I've never had one over the course of my entire career. But fighting guys that are taller, you struggle whenever they are very aware of such a massive advantage. This guy is going to try and use this tonight.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the time. straight punch lands.
Punch is blocked. Right hook to the body. All right, so then potentially a critical takedown here. Now looking to do something with that left arm.
He's isolating a Kimura attack. Notice he'll pick up his left leg, step over the head. Once he gets him on his side, he'll start to apply pressure to try to get the finish.
And he's out. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head.
Moreno's got his arm under the chin, going for a guillotine now.
Watch guillotine.
Nicely done. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Side control now. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is...
Looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here, DC.
Yeah, he's isolating it to try to get a Kimura here.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Johnson's got his head. Let's see if he can secure a guillotine choke here. And he's out. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Moreno's back in full mount. I mean, how many can he take? All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Close guard. Working on a guillotine.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. I mean, how many can he take? So we cross the 30. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
He's attacking armbar now.
And he's out. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, working inside the closed guard now. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. The horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, buddy. Sit down. Take a deep breath. Now listen, you probably lost that round. The only reason we lost it is because you're waiting on him. I need you to be... All right, well, the crowd enjoyed those 5 minutes. DC, take us through some of the highlights from that previous round.
Face punching at its best.
Ha.
He loaded it up, he threw it straight, threw it long, and over, that punch found the target. It allowed him to really dictate the pace of that round.
Are you ready? You ready?
All right, round two. Moreno's strike attempt there is blocked. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. Nice hammer fist. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Nice hammer fist.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. Oh, nice.
Posturing up now, nicely done. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape, or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Brandon Moreno. Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Nice move into half guard. Shades of Daniel Cormier slicing through that guard.
Unbelievable. I love it. Like a knife through butter. What a great job passing.
Good work from the top here by DJ. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
And he's out. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard.
Now he's going to try to attack Kimura here.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Oh, these are some big punches here from the top, DC. He hasn't needed to enter his opponent's guard yet, and he may not have to.
He may not have to, but he's doing a real good job of being aware. There's danger when you're standing on top of your opponent like that. You gotta watch up kicks. Notice how he leads with his hips when he goes to land a strike.
Well, you know, I don't like the D very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy...
He's going to start looking to try to attack a rear naked choke, and that's exactly what he's doing. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
Nicely done. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's gonna be.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Brandon Moreno. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Brandon Moreno. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so the fight goes the distance. You see him raise his hands seemingly in victory. When it comes to the submissions, man, he went for it all night.
He went for him all night. Every chance he got, he attacked the neck. He attacked the arm. He attacked the legs. Whatever submission was presented, he attacked it with the intent to finish the fight. I thought he did a great job of just being offensive in every single position.
All right, here we go. Our next round is underway. And you know our stat guys don't like to give a lot of credit for the submission attempts, but we saw myriad attempts on both sides in that previous round.
Multiple attempts by both fighters as they try to finish the fight on the mat.
He talked about his reach advantage off the top. Made good use of it there with that punch, DC. Johnson gets caught with that punch.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
And both guys really throwing with authority. All right, single collar tie now.
Look at the control of the posture as that big knee lands.
Johnson gets crushed with that hook.
Big kick lands.
Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hand. Everything's changing when you're blasting someone over and oh man, look at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to his position, got another beautiful takedown.
Oh, you gotta watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Oh, wow, oh!
Oh, nice job using it.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Moreno's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Well, he's got his back now. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground. That's very important.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by DJ. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
And he's out. Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Brandon Moreno. Johnson's got the full mount. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
And he's out. Maybe a cut to the left of the nose. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you gotta recognize that when the guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to an angle.
escape.
Back to the feet now. All right, hip top. All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC. And if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used his kicks beautifully. He managed distance, managed space, and eventually those kicks started to really take an effect on his opponent and slow him down. He has to stay the course next round.
All right, so next round underway here, and you got to admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on their cardiovascular commitment in this training camp, and it's clearly paid dividends here tonight. We have two legitimately fresh fighters here as we hit this next round.
Nice movement punch.
Changes his stance. You'll see a lot of this from this fighter. Johnson gets the takedown. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Brandon Moreno. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
Now he's chasing the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Johnson's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Working off of his back here, looks like he may try to hip escape. Moreno's lower jaw looking extremely swollen now. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of guys got armbar. He's attacking it on it.
Attacking armbar. Oh, man, that was slick.
I mean, how many can he take? All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Oh, nice right hand.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying big. Moreno's got his head looking for a guillotine. Got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's going to try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke.
And he's out. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. Solid strike on the ground. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, now trying to isolate. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
Fifth and final round, forthcoming. Nice kick there by Johnson. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation.
Good punch.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Oh! And a nice jab there, champ.
The jab was a lost art in mixed martial arts. Guys have found it, and they are fighting behind it real well.
Punch coming, it's blocked. Trying to establish that jab once again.
That's a big strike right there.
Straight right is there. Double leg takedown attempt here, and that is a good attempt as he gets the fight back to
Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
Oh!
Nicely done. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, got to be careful playing around inside his guard.
Absolutely, John. That's why you don't sit in a full guard. When you sit in a full guard, it gives these guys too many opportunities to chase submissions. And now he's jumping on a triangle. Now he's attacking the triangle.
Triangle looks pretty tight, DC. I'm no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but maybe not good here.
No, it looks like it's getting in deep. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, he postured up there.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Brandon Moreno. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Johnson going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. High-level guard pass there as he moves into half guard.
You know the guy's going to his left on the pass, but you cannot stop it. He is tremendous at passing the guard.
Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some
Now
bad.
he's going to attack a triangle choke here.
Pretty good work off of the bottom here by the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a...
Oh, you got to watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Oh, man, that was slick.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten. Oh, nice.
And he's out.
Good guys work.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
How clean is that jab by Moreno? Just misses there with the left. 20 seconds to go in the fight. Try to establish that jab. What else can you say but what a fight? All right, so the fight goes the distance. We'll take a look back at the action, but should go his way given all he got done in the striking game.
Yeah, he did a great job of landing at will, mixing up the target, doing everything that he's become known for in order to cruise to a very good decision. I know he didn't get the finish that he wanted so bad coming in here tonight, but he had a phenomenal performance, and he showed that he's one of the best fighters in the world.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson.
Well, he did not get the finish that he certainly prioritized when we sat down with him at our fighter meeting, but a win is a win. He gets it done by unanimous decision.
And he said he wanted to finish, but sometimes your opponent's not willing to play the game. In those instances, all you can do is control what you can control, and that's fight to the best of your ability. He did exactly that tonight.
Don't you know everything?